Hello, 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 and happy midweek Wednesday to all of my Scorpios. This is Queen Amon Ra coming to you with your general reading. Scorpios, we are coming up on a full moon in your sign. I love it, I love it, I love it. You know by now, Scorpios, if you've been tuned into this channel or if you know anything about your sign, and I'm sure you do if you are watching tarot, that you are ruled by two planets, right? You're ruled by two planets. Or you know anything about astrology, you are ruled by two planets, Pluto and also Mars. Pluto is currently retrograde, just like Mercury is currently retrograde. So this is a wonderful time for people to allow Mercury to bring messages to you, deliver messages to you, and let you know what you need to purge, what you need to detox out of your spirit, everything that's unhealthy and wounded in your spirit. And if there's anybody, anything, that any person, place, or thing that's connected to you being wounded or unhealthy in your emotions, it's time to purge. So if you haven't had a chance to watch the Pluto retrograde video, please watch it because it's going to help you. It's dated from May 1st, which is when Pluto went retrograde, through October 10th, which is when it ends. So, you know, as we move through these phases and cycles, you'll start to see, okay, I need to purge certain things that's trying to attach itself to me, so I can do, it's like a master cleanse in your spirit. I can, completely clean the slate, right? Let's get into it. 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 Alrighty. Okay, let's see what you have to say, what your cards have to say. I'm talking to you if you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart, not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but anywhere in your birth chart. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands. So there's going to be like some fast tracking of some things in your cards. There's also Three of Cups. There's also Six of Cups. There's also Four of Cups. Somebody has definitely been sitting around ruminating over some things. And I do see you in a different headspace, Scorpios. I see things being fast-tracked for you. I do see you having some kind of a breakthrough here. Here we have the Ace of Swords, so I do see you having a breakthrough. But again, part of it is like when it comes to your joy, when it comes to what pleases you, when it comes to healthy range of emotions, when it comes to your sexuality, when it comes to your sacral chakra, which is water, somebody had to really sit with themselves and say, okay, you have a loved one who is transitioned, who is saying, toss out all the bitterness from the past and what people think, what they say, all the toxins that were poured into your water. You got to remember you're a water sign and you're the deepest of the water signs. So it's like, like you have an ocean of water in your at your disposal, and so you get a chance to take on all the emotions more so than anybody, like any other signs. Emotionally, you all are the smartest signs, so you all can emotionally handle a lot that a lot of people normally they would break, they would roll out, they would leave. Scorpios can handle all of that, and so but you got to make sure your water is flushed out on a regular basis because that keeps the confusion away. It keeps the confusion away. I see somebody in a leadership position, and I do see a lot of people looking up to you. A lot of people are, like really holding you in high regard. A lot of people are saying to you, like your money is perfectly aligned. When I say your money is perfectly aligned, it's your career success, your prosperity, stability, loyalty around you. Like Source is really trying to lay it out for somebody. All you have to do is get rid of the old water, like this old belief system about things. This person is toxic, that person is toxic, this person has demons. Like everybody has demons. So Source is saying to you, what are your demons though? What are your demons, right? And so and let these moon phases and this full moon help you to identify your demons so you can flush all of that out. And so clean slate. So here we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Moon card, Six of Wands, the Emperor card, and also the Ace of Cups. The Emperor card is attached to Aries. Has there been an Aries in your life, Scorpio? And by the way, I'm talking to you if you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart, not just your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Even if Scorpio is your in any of the planets, even if it's your MC or IC, I am talking to you, including my cross watchers. So Source is saying certain energies from your past keep trying to resurface, but they're resurfacing with other energies. This is Pisces, and this is This is Aries. And so it has just been a nightmare, a complete nightmare for somebody. And so the energy has just been quite overwhelming, quite draining, quite manipulative, quite bullying. I mean, just a lot of mess going on around. It's like somebody is using the fire like boiling hot water. Just every time you interact with them, it's like somebody's just splashing boiling hot water on you. And as much as you can take a lot of things, certain things after a while, you just get tired of it. It's just draining for you. So you're saying, I'm not giving it any of my water whatsoever. I'm flushing out all the water so I can see it before it comes, right? And so here we have the Six of Wands. I'm seeing victory for you. So you're saying, Source is saying to you, not only here we have the three of cups wheel, so the Six of Wands. So I'm seeing like fast track. I see victory for you. I see you at climbing up it's like a person who has had an uphill battle with something, but I see you moving on from something. And again, as disappointing as you may have been with certain energies that were overwhelming you, that were draining you, trying to burn you, and again, these could also be on the cusp. So you can be on the cusp of a Aries Taurus, but it can also be on the cusp of Aries Pisces or Pisces, so that's what Source is trying to tell you, is that it's been an uphill battle, it's been an uphill climb, for somebody, but Source is saying to you, it's time for you to move on. As disappointed as you are with low vibrating energies and interacting with them and hearing from this and hearing about them and remembering, Source is like, this is the master cleanse, this is the master purge for you. Protect your creativity, protect your water is what Source is trying to tell you. Protect your water, protect your water, protect your water. Here we have the Nine of Swords, further reiterating, nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Just get as far away from those energies as humanly possible. And again, as much as you can, as much as you can take certain energy, Source is saying to you, you don't have to. Like you really, really, really just don't have to if you don't want to. Like I said before, if you have to interact with people out in public, hire security. That way you are protecting your money, you're protecting your creativity, you're protecting everything. Keep that energy away from you. Because again, God has everything perfectly aligned. And if you know ahead of time, tell God in advance, thank you, God, that I have no interaction with those energies whatsoever. Let me be coming through the front door and they leaving out the back. Or let if it's a different city or whatever, let them miss their flight, right? Let me have no interaction with those energies whatsoever. None. Here we have the Sun card. In your sunlight, is where you're healing, right? I'm seeing the Sun card, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Fool card, the Queen of Cups. And so Source is saying to you, while you are a very compassionate sign, again, those energies will try to get you to get heated. Those energies will try to get you to get heated to show that you're not a compassionate sign whatsoever. Who has that kind of time? You work very hard. Stay in your light. This is where your healing is, and this is where you see everything, right? This is where you see everything. People are trying to expose what they think are people's secrets, but really what they're doing is exposing themselves. And it's two energies in particular. And Source is saying you may have felt foolish in the past interacting with certain people. You may have even been blinded, by felt blindsided by certain things that people were saying and what they were doing. Source is like, leave that bullying energy in the past, because, the wrong thing to do is assume that, because energies want to drag you down to their frequency. They want you to announce it on social media. They want you to, go clear your name. They want you to do all of these things. But Source is saying, unless it gets into defamation of character and you hear it firsthand, give it no air, give it no water, give it no fire, give it no earth, right? Give it none of the elements whatsoever. Give it no life. And so Source is like, you got the blindfolds off. You see things for what it really is. And there's one culprit in particular that constantly keeps stuff going. They constantly keep stuff going. But again, victory for you. Double victory. Victory, victory. And so again, like I said before, for you, emotionally, you're going to feel like you hit the jackpot. Emotionally, you're going to feel like you have hit the jackpot. So, like I said before, moving forward, like I said, your past is in the past. And so those energies that you may have had to deal with, in the workplace or in your professional life, there could also be a Leo involved as well, right? But again, where I see before, Source is saying to you, you don't have to feel foolish over the past. All you know is that, again, moving forward, staying connected to other creatives, staying connected to other fresh water energies who are operating in joy, people who are have healthy range of emotions. Stay as far away from people who will burn you and help you burn down what you work so hard for. So, like I said, somebody has a fresh, clean slate. You know, here we have the Empress card. Yep, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the King of the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool card, the Four of Swords, and also the Nine of Swords. Like I said before, certain people in your life have been two nightmares. It's been two nightmares in particular that you, like I said, Two of Swords. This two swords, your ancestors been one in one ear, one in the other ear, saying these are who they are. And so Source has been saying to you, instead of you feeling like you were the fool dealing with both energies, Source is saying to you, it's time for you to again recognize that you were wearing blindfolds, and those blindfolds could have represented anything. To be honest with you, it could have represented you were depressed. It could have represented you were so overwhelmed by other stuff that you didn't even get a chance to even know what the heck was happening. And that's where, again, being realistic. You can't be around those energies because you can't trust them. You could have let your guards down quite a few times, and guess what? Took advantage of your kindness, right? So here we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, right? So somebody was definitely looking for some kind of an approval. Source is saying you already got an approval by God. So some kind of an approval could be coming through with new love. It can come through with some kind of an approval with a credit increase, a job, because I'm seeing perfect alignment for somebody, and you worked hard for it. So you don't have to let energies who feel like they deserve to be in that position or deserve to be in that seat or deserve to be in that gift or that purpose that you have, whether you work for yourself or work for somebody else. There's a lot of people looking up to you, somebody who deserves, who feels like, okay, there's the seat in your throne, they belong on the seat in your throne when they have a throne of their own. Again, those energies, like I said, people who are competing with you already lost. They already lost because you have your own uniqueness that you're bringing to every environment. So here we have the Empress card. You're definitely going through a rebirth and a double rebirth at that. So here we have the Four of Swords. Source just said, get your rest. Just get your rest. To give it certain energies, any energy at all, like I said, go and watch the Pluto retrograde video because it's going to help you to try to get you prepared for this retrograde. It's already retrograde, but this kickoff with the full moon in Scorpio is going to really bring a lot of things to the surface. So if you feel like you're sweating more than usual and you're not going to the gym, you're drinking more water, you're doing your juice fast, you're taking your spiritual shower, spiritual bath. Source is just trying to detox your body, trying to detox your spirit with certain people, places, and things. And so, like I said before, you don't want to be around certain energies. You really don't want to be around certain energies, period. Here we have the Fool card again, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and also the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords came out again. Lots of nightmares. Nightmare. Further reiterating, certain energies are straight up nightmares. Here we have the Ten of Swords here. And so the Ten of Swords lets me know there's been a lot of things going on about you behind your back. See how this person has all of these wounds in their back, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of lies, a lot of drama, a whole bunch of stuff that's going on, and a lot of just a bunch of stuff. But this is you right here, Scorpio. You no longer feel like like what's been going on behind your back is a bunch of clown behavior. But for you, like I said before, you're saying, I don't feel like a fool. I feel optimistic. I feel like I'm moving forward. Matter of fact, I feel great. I feel rejuvenated. As long as I stay in my purpose, I feel like I'm in my light. I feel like great things are happening for me. I know my heart is in the right place, and people take your kindness for weakness. Here we have the Ace of Cups. Further reiterating, like I said before, Ace of Cups came out twice. Protect your heart. Protect your creativity. Your heart could be your kids. Your heart could be your legacy that you work for. It could be your significant other. It could be yourself, your creativity, even if it's by yourself. The source is saying to you, this victory, double victory, like somebody celebrating, a huge weight has been lifted off of your shoulders, right? And so source is saying stay as far away from those energies as humanly possible. Like those energies who are like, they're fired up, they're always looking for something to burn down somebody's reputation, their money. They all stay as far away from those energies as humanly possible, because again, certain people are so miserable, all they want is other people's lives to be miserable. And while you may be able to handle it, and while you may feel like you're able to take it, do you want to burn down what you worked so hard for? Like I said, some kind of an approval is coming across your path. You've been working real hard. People are noticing you, and an approval could be, like I said before, because your money is perfectly aligned. So again, your money is your credibility, your stability, we're not talking about paper and coins money. We're talking about, in addition to paper and coins money, your credibility, your loyalty. People are looking at you like, I want to work with them. I'll be loyal to this energy because they're loyal. It's like I said, everything is perfectly aligned for you. So, like I said, your heart was in the right place trying to help people out. But again, guess what happened? So, Ace of Wands. Here we have the Eight of Cups, the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups. We also have the Ace of Swords and also the Judgment card. Judgment in your favor. That's why people are so mad. But for you, it feels like a huge weight has been lifted off of your shoulders, because this is what people were hoping. People were hoping that you would be restricted in some way, that your vision would be impaired, like you would lose sight of your purpose, and that your whole, everything that you worked hard for would come crumbling down. But guess what? This right here, it wasn't in your mind. Someone is highly intuitive, and you picked up on that energy of what people were wanting to happen to you. But these right here, this is self-sabotage to give somebody that much power, because your heart was in the right place. Source was like, don't ever give people that kind of power. That's like you were giving life to something. And so here we have the King of Swords. So you had to get back on your throne and recognize, I don't have to give life to anything except the seeds that I planted. Here we have the Ace of Wands. Your third eye is wide open. It is wide open now. Like you see things for what they really are. Eight of Cups. And so this was Source's way of saying to you, now that you're celebrating, you toss out all the bitter taste that's something left in your mouth, and now you're not getting burned again. You're like, no, I heard it loud and clear. I'm staying as far away from stuff as humanly possible. Here we have the Knight of Cups. And so this Knight of Cups energy is where Source is saying to you, you were able to save yourself from some situations. And again, people will use anybody to get close to you. They'll use their kids. They'll use their mom, their dad. They'll use anything to try to reconnect with you, through pictures, through text messages, emails, or whatever. But remember, that goes both ways. So you're not saying I never met somebody, or I never, or I'm not related to that person, or whatever the case may be. Just like, you know what? I'm not even addressing it. I'm not giving it any emotion whatsoever. I'm not giving it any air, water, fire, or earth. None whatsoever. Because that's the last picture you're going to get. That's the last, interaction you're going to get. That's it. So, like I said before, somebody is definitely learning how to make room for, because it looks like somebody is very, very creative. It looks like your heart is in the right place, but in the hands of the wrong people that's on a lower frequency, they will call you cutthroat, and they will call you manipulative. So, like I said, if that's what people want to believe, then let them believe it. Be okay with being delivered from people's opinions. Like I said before, the victory that you receive, people will swear up and down that you must be into something evil and demonic. How about it was their energy that they send down to the universe coming back to them? Here we have 22. Like I told you, it was two people. I am aligned. You are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. Anything. And again, that's not for anybody's ego. That's what I'm saying. Keep your heart in the right place. Keep your vibrations very, very high. Keep, setting your intentions, and watch what happens. I'm telling you, setting your intentions and turning off that water faucet, and being okay with people burning their bridges and cutting you out of their lot. Being okay with just releasing things. Clarity. Yep. I am clear on my purpose. I am here for a reason. I am worthy. I am valuable. I own my truth. I am moving forward in the right direction. I know exactly what I need to do. I take action toward the things that matter. Yep. That is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you all on Friday, on Freedom Friday. Bye.